unfollow and remove every other girl from your social media whom you're messaging like a creep. They hardly don't care. Many of them treat your messages as a laughing matter in their friend circle. Does your self-esteem drop down to such a level that you want to be laughed at by an idiot who is just chilling out on her daddy's money? If you play it well in life, a lot of these girls whom you're wasting a precious time right now would come back. But please see that the time you're investing right now on these people would never ever come back. Yo guys, namaskaram. So today I wanted to talk about a concept which might be radical on the onside, but like you just gotta hear me on this. It's just around some problems which I see among, let's say, a lot of my common acquaintances, friends, and those kind of things. So the title is like, don't give unnecessary value to girls around you. So, how many of you have sent countless friend requests on social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, only to be never valued back again? How much time do you waste every day sending countless messages with the hope that she will reply? Let me give you an interesting statistic. In India, though we are not taught this concept of valuing our time over hours, since we are kind of given a monthly salary, but let us say you waste 2 hours every day. So there are only 12 hours remaining with you in the day. 12 hours goes in maintaining your body or maintaining your life, like 8 hours of sleep, 1 to 2 hours of food, refreshment, and all those kind of things. So out of those 12 hours, 8 to 10 hours either go to work or to studies. So you are wasting the only available 2 hours that are there with you from the entire day, let's say. The minimum wage rate for a complete fresher in the international market starts at around 30 to $50 per hour. That's roughly 3,000 rupees an hour, or let's say if we extrapolate it to 2 hours, it's roughly 6,000 rupees. So, would you invest rupees 6,000 or give someone else 6,000 into texting random girls who would never text you back? Or would you invest that money at least somewhere in mutual funds, for God's sake, which has at least some returns? Desperation is such a thing in Indian men, partly because of our culture. Like from early childhood, we are taught that one should not even have friendship with girls. It is seen as something totally evil. So, if a girl wants to have friends, they are usually her known people who complain about her indecency to her parents, due to which her parents then resort to abuse and at times physically maybe torture the girl. This creates a fear within them of not disappointing their special parents. They curb their life and live a life which is just limited in activity. The problem is mostly sociological in nature, which then turns psychological to a point that it develops major self esteem issues. However, I want to talk to you as a man. Do you value your life? All these girls would, in the end, have some man to marry. However, if you don't work right now, life would be very bleak for you. Go to any matrimonial site. The girl's expectations, before anything else, is that the man should earn at least twice, if not more, than her. It is just given that a man should earn higher than the girl and even take care of all her needs. No one would support you in your tough times. The world is rigged in such a way that until and unless you earn money, no one would even bother to ask you about your own well being. To do anything in this world that requires taking care of basic chores or taking care of a loved one when they fall ill requires money. Human life is valued in terms of money. Healthcare is like a business. Until and unless you have money, no doctor would be willing to take care of you or even look at you for God's sake. The point is, do you get the importance of the amount of time that you're wasting on girls? The moment she gets a higher paycheck guy would be the moment she would transition her love to that person. So, if we ignore the biology of the person, do you think that you would even want that person to be your friend who is hardly doing anything worthwhile in their life? They have no skills, nor do they value genuine friendships or the attention that someone offers them. In all honesty, that person is truly an asshole, yet we are often blinded to the cruel realities of the person just because sex becomes such a driving force in our lives. A lot of girls talk about having a lot of big dreams when they are 20, only to compromise everything by the time they reach 27, 28, or 30, and then marry a guy who seems decent enough. A lot of them would compromise on the type of looks, his past history, and the type of asshole he had been just because of two fundamental factors. Society demands them to get married, and their parents start pressuring them through fear. They give in. The second is the only thing that usually matters is the long term prospect, the returns that guy can give to her, and like how much is he kind of currently earning. The world is harsh, no one would value you if you're not contributing to that level. Everything in life is just relative to the age that you're now. If you are an outlier, which is quite rare, you might want to walk a different path, believing in your own confidence and the will to do something different. But that's like very rare. How many of the people you see around are, let's say, not married and doing something different? So, my point is that stop giving unnecessary value to people who have not earned it. We have a tendency to put every girl on a pedestal and think that she's superior from us in some way. Never ever do that. She's a human, nobody is inferior or superior. See them as people and think long term. If you play it well in life, a lot of these girls whom you're wasting a precious time right now would come back. But please see that the time you're investing right now on these people would never ever come back. The level of agility that your mind holds right now would start decreasing after a certain age if you're not keeping it fit. Your body also starts decreasing in its agility as you age after a certain point. Researchers say that it's usually around mid 30s, around late 40s, but you get the point. Your productivity would be as half as 50% in the next, it's 10 years if you're not conscious of your habits, which many of us are not. We only start taking care of our body and mind when life hits rock bottom. No one wants to act proactively by taking care of their health. So, my only request to you is that unfollow and remove every other girl from your social media whom you're messaging like a creep. They hardly don't care. Many of them treat your messages as a laughing matter in their friend circle. Does your self esteem drop down to such a level that you want to be laughed at by an idiot who is just chilling out on her daddy's money? Don't you value the prestige of your own gifts, capabilities, and let's say marveling the wonders of life which might unravel if you just for God's sake start investing that time into building yourself up? So anyhow, this is a small video. Let me know what you feel about it. And this is Debashish from Debukidastak signing off. Cheers.